Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
What up?
Jordan. And we are joined by our first guest of the show, Jesse.
Thank you for having me.
This week we're going to be taking a look at An Awesome Wave by Alt J, and it was released in 2012. So to set up how we chose this, it was like, I knew that Jesse had said he wanted to be on the show, and I had asked what artists he wanted, and he said Alt J, and so I guess this was picked by the both of us a little bit. So I guess we can start off. What was everyone's familiarity with Alt J or the band or the album, if you have specifics? If not, Jordan, had you ever heard, or even Nick, have you ever heard any Alt J?
Well, alternative jam rock has been a band that I've loved for a long time. No, I'm just kidding. The only song that I recognize it's the one towards the end that's on TikTok right now. I don't know which one it is.
Is it?
Oh,
but is it a TikTok?
I know what you're talking about.
It's the one that goes like, yeah, gonna see pleasure.
Oh, it's Fitz Pleasure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was hovering over that one. That one's an audio on TikTok, and that's where
cool. I haven't run across that yet.
You never heard Breeze Blocks on the radio?
Okay, I've never heard it on the radio, but it sounds like weirdly familiar. I don't know if it just because it kind of sounds like. Okay, you know what? Just the way they sing sounds similar in all the songs, so maybe I'm just relating it to each other. But I don't know. Breeze Blocks sounds pretty. I don't know where I would hear it from, but it's
because Breeze Blocks I think was, but because before one day I just sat down and listened to this album, but before I did that, the two that I knew was Breeze Blocks and Tessellate, but Breeze Blocks that definitely I think was probably the most popular on this one. I know it got a lot of radio play, especially in the UK.
I think it eventually got outclassed by one of the others. I can check real quick, but it was definitely their headliner for a long time.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's a good song with good reason. Nick, what about you? What was your knowledge level of?
The first song I ever heard by them was "Left Hand Free" off of their off the album after this album.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called "This Is All Yours," and I've that song just sounds. I don't know if the tone is different or just the whole vibe or energy of the song is different than the rest of than this album, but when I heard that and kind of took the impression that was going to be what the rest of their music sounded like, or kind of like you do with most bands, and then I listened to this album.
Extrapolation of data.
It's a little different.
And I was like, whoa, this is much different.
Yeah.
But I ended up enjoying most of it. I had heard Breeze Blocks, and I think I'd heard you play tarot in your car before.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much it.
Yeah, when I found that one, that was one of the first ones I also found after I did a little more digging, and I was like, yo, this shit is good. Yeah, I mean that was kind of with me. They were just a band that I'd heard their name so much more than I'd heard their music, and then one of the places I worked at when we were back in the kitchen, there were a couple people who, whenever they got the aux cord for the speaker, they would play a bunch of Alt J, and I was like, maybe I should take a bit of. It's probably around the same time I started listening to Glass Animals and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
more.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was I don't know. I just started to get into that side of a weird indie, almost psychedelic, just doing whatever music.
That's funny. I was just going to a similar artist just in case we talked about it. I wasn't sure. I haven't been listening to this kind of music much lately, so I'm sure there was some that had risen in popularity. And Glass Animals was the number one most recommended after them. And I listened to a couple of their songs and I was like, oh, these guys are pretty good. Might have to vibe out.
Yeah, man, they're pretty good. I almost saw me and Vic we would have seen them at Bonnaroo this year, but
if anybody saw anything at Bonnaroo this year,
rip.
So. I started out with Alt J, pretty much like I happened to be our local. I don't know where everyone's gonna be listening to this from, but our local radio station's 106.5, and they played Breeze Blocks, and immediately, I was just super receptive to music in general, so. That one really caught me off guard, and ever since then, I pretty much listened to, like, if I listen to them, I just listen to that album on repeat, you know what I mean? Like, every now and then I'll switch it up, but if I'm gonna listen to Breeze Blocks, I have to listen to Taro, I have to listen to Matilda, I have to listen to, something good, So, I'm a big fan. I also liked the album after that one, and also I looked up, I stand corrected, you're right. Breeze Blocks, by far, by like hundreds of millions, their number one song.
Oh my god, really? I didn't know it was that drastic, but
yeah, I think it's 400 million to the next one is Left Hand Free at 206.
Yeah, I think Left Hand Free was used in wasn't it used in like the Outer Banks, like the Netflix show? Wasn't it used in like the trailer or some shit?
I don't know.
I didn't watch,
but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Left Hand Free. Because there was some reason where I started hearing it more, not like listening to it. I just started to hear it in the background more. I'm pretty sure it was that. Like, because every time you load up Netflix and it shows like the number one, it would start that like Ain't Shady, and then I would change.
Oh yeah, Ain't Shady, baby.
Yeah, so I guess then we can start to talk a little bit more about this album specifically. I really like the sound design of the entire album. Like, there's so much incorporation of, like, higher end sounds, whether it be like an acoustic guitar thrown into like a super electronic heavy track, or like just the vocalists, like, kind of higher end stuff. It's contrasted really well with just like a surprising amount of low end, honestly. Like, way more bass and lower midtones than I really noticed before I started really diving into this album. And it's really like, I really like the difference there. It's done really well throughout the entire album, especially in like headphones. You can notice it even more. Yeah, I really like the sound of the album from start to finish.
I really agree with that, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like the album, it's not one of those albums, I guess, there might be one or two on here that do it, but it's not like perfect transitions, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, the end of this song sounds exactly like the beginning of the next song.
Right.
But somehow it still manages to feel that way. Like, if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, I get to, like, it doesn't feel, like, no song feels jarring compared to the one before or after. It's like, it is a very, like, smooth listening.
And somehow it's also one of those albums that's like that you can also listen to everything out of sync, and it's still like, oh, this all makes sense.
Yeah. It's really, like, it's just really good, like, art. Because it also, I mean, almost every song references, like, other mediums of art, whether it be, like, film or, like, paintings or even novels. I mean, like, some of these are just based straight up on, like, other novels that have been written before.
Do you guys know what movie Matilda's based off of?
Matilda?
Yeah, the song on here, Matilda.
No, is it off the movie Matilda?
No. Oh no. I see. No, actually, it's not. Do you know, Nick?
I saw it on Genius. I didn't know, like, when I listened to it, but I read it, like, online.
Yeah, it's what's that movie, like, Leon the Professional? Mm-hmm. It's a really good classic movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's old and kind of like a little cult classic, I guess, but really good movie.
A24 Studios.
I'm not sure.
I think it was pre A24.
Yeah.
I think the most famous person in it is probably a young Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
And I think her name's Matilda in the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And then they ended up making a song. I don't know which album it's on, but just called Leon. In regards to him.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm not gonna go into it all the way unless we have time later. But Taro also has a really cool backstory.
Taro and Fitz Pleasure is also based on like a 1984 short story that was, or 1964 short story. I mean, there's so much like, it's like this album is it's a deep reference to like other art but it's so like transformative that like you don't even like literally anything that they reference. I would not think that they're referencing anything except for Where the Wild Things Are and Breeze Blocks.
Oh
that's kind of the most like.
I almost completely glossed over that.
Yeah, that's
forgot
like,
about
the most obvious to the like casual listener.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of like the albums we listened to previously have been about like, you know, sometimes there's like relationships or like just stuff like more like inner like looking at themselves more, you know, which is why I mean I listen to a lot of music that talks about like stuff going on and maybe like stuff like most of it's not very introspective, which is why it was nice to listen to this too, because they are very introspective. You know?
It is definitely like the most externally influenced album we've done in a while.
Like what's his name? What's the country guy Nick made us listen to?
What, Willie Nelson?
About Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson ain't talking about you know the baseball game that was on yesterday. You know.
Okay.
Wait, what?
No, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know where you went with that shit, bro.
Bro, I was saying I'm saying Willie Nelson's album didn't like go on anything other than like what he was thinking about.
Okay. Now I can. More
sorry.
Okay. But I feel like, well, you know,
sorry.
This is all J podcast. I'm not going on a tangent about Willie Nelson right now, defending his art.
Oh, don't worry.
No, I'm sorry.
Scathing remarks. I did. So another thing I didn't know until so like their name, I found some more information that I didn't know, but when I was just looking at them, Alt J is actually like an old Mac shortcut, which draws a delta. Which is the actual name of the band is the symbol delta.
What?
But you use Alt J is like what it used to be a hotkey for making a delta. And then
that's insane.
Yeah, and then so like on Spotify, maybe on Apple, I'm not sure, but at least on Spotify there's interlude 1, 2, and 3, and those actually have names. It's like a symbol and then parenthetically the first one is Ripe and Ruin, which is said at the end of the thing.
What?
The second one is like the same symbol, but parenthetical guitar. And then the third one is parenthetical piano. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that until I was looking at Genius. I was like, what? And then, but I mean, it makes sense because the second one is just a guitar. The third one's a piano. And then the first one, the irreverence is at the end of the song. It says like the balance of life is like fruit somewhere between ripe and ruin or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, just as a side note, something good refers to a triangle. I mean, that's just a very small footnote, I guess. But I also really just like that song. It took me, it's an embarrassing amount of time to figure out. He said 3 points where 2 lines meet. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, they're talking about a triangle, I feel like, but there's 3 lines in a triangle. There's 3 lines in a triangle. Yeah. But then it literally took me years to figure it out. Like that, 2012, right? This album came out. I figured out like maybe 2 years ago that it's like, okay, so every time there's a point, 2 lines are meeting it. Like I'm telling you, I'm embarrassed.
Teslate's out here, got you going back to geometry.
Yeah, dude, I'm like,
man, that's deep.
How do you make a shape with 2 lines? This is
impossible. That's something good though.
The 3 points where 2 lines meet, that's Tessellate. Because it's like the start of it. Yeah, it's like the chorus. Triangles are my favorite shape. 3 points where 2 lines meet.
Triangles are my favorite shape. 3 points where 2 lines meet. Toe to toe, back.
Oh, I'm tripping then. Okay, sorry about
that. You're good. You said it, and I was like,
years of searching.
When I said it was something good, I meant like what I said was something good, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm.
Gotcha. Bro, it was sarcasm, bro. It was sarcasm.
Years in the academy wasted.
But yeah, I think Tessellate probably that one, Breeze Blocks, Terra, Fitzpleasure, and then Interlude 1, which apparently is called Ripe and Ruin, are honestly, those are probably my like top tracks on the album. And it's weird for me to say that an interlude is one of my favorite tracks. I just like how like
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like how weird it is. It's like it's almost like some sort of weird slam poetry that like is super
Right.
like spacey and weird. But I really like, I don't know. There's just something about it.
You said Interlude 3, right?
Interlude the first one, the one where it's like talking about counting
the
steps or something.
Oh yeah.
She only wants to count her steps. 18 strides and she stops to abide by the law that she herself has set. That 18 steps is one complete set, and before the next 9 right and 9 left. She looks up at the blue and whispers to all of the above. Don't let me drown, don't breathe alone. No kicks, no pangs, no broken bones. Never let me sink, always feel at home. No sticks, no shanks, and no stones. Never leave it too late. Always enjoy the taste of the great, 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 great world of hearts. As old dogs everywhere bark, 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 bark. It's worth knowing. Like all good fruit, the balance of life is in the ripe and ruin.
It's weird, but I don't know. I kind of vibe with it, you know.
It kind of parallels. Now that I think about it, it kind of parallels Nangs off of Currents, the Tame Impala.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
It's the second song, and it's like an interlude, and there's no words in Nangs, but it's one of my favorite songs on the album just because of if you're listening to a stereo sound setup, it really, especially if you have headphones in, it's all sorts of trippy.
Yeah, all kinds of wobbly.
Dang.
What do you guys think about Interlude 3?
The piano one, I like it.
Yeah. There's no words in that one.
Yeah, I don't.
Still, I hear it, and I'm like, it's a masterpiece.
Although there's
Not to be
there's
biased,
like-
I just enjoy it.
there's no
Yeah, I
words,
think-
but isn't there someone that's like he's
Yeah,
got
it's
like
like,
the ooh, yeah, it's done really well. I'm definitely gonna cut that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no words.
Yeah,
for
I'd say it's all right. You know.
All right, well we
Jordan, what were your favorite
Yeah,
songs?
what-
Sorry,
what's-
Jesse. Just real quick, Jesse, just for background. I don't know if you know my music background, but I pretty much just listen to like trap and like gangster rap a lot.
Same, man. Same. I find time, and I have like a history of not listening to that.
Yeah.
But like, it sucks because I've actually devolved. I not devolved. You know what I mean? Like, not this. Like,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
no.
so catchy. It's so like, and I like to like rap the parts.
Right.
So I definitely feel you.
oh,
I
that's
just-
so me too.
Yeah, I just happen to like I'll hear, like I said, I heard Breeze Blocks, and like something in me
Yeah.
can't help myself. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't help but to love this.
Yeah.
And like, so it's like on my playlist, I have like NLE Choppa,
Oh
Johnny
yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
just
yeah.
it just
Yeah,
goes
those-
back and
like-
forth, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's
no,
crazy.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just the reason I say that is because like usually like just like instrumentals or like softer kind of music just doesn't like. I mean, in like a blunt way, it doesn't appeal to me as much as
No,
like
it's-
like
yeah,
the
it's-
hard hitting like sounds, like yelling and stuff. But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Do you listen to Bones?
No, should I?
Okay. Yeah, I'll put you on later. Hold on.
Okay. But no, I mean, obviously, I really like Breeze Blocks a lot, and I like Tessellate too. Fitz Pleasure is probably my favorite song.
That was kind of like my guess. Whenever I was like, I bet this is gonna be
Fitz Pleasure is the easiest one. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I was just saying like that was my like gut where I was like, I bet Jordan's gonna really like that one.
Yeah, well, Fitz Pleasure does hit heavier. If that's his like taste, then that makes sense, and it just kind of has a general like, you know what I'm saying, like the average, like someone who listens to not this kind of music, they hear Interlude 3 and they're like, what the fuck is
that
this?
one.
You know
that
what I'm
one's
saying?
kind of
it's just like what is this, literally.
So. And then like I did like Matilda, even though it was like a little bit of a slower song. I liked like just honestly the way he said Matilda. I really liked. Just the way
I understand that.
This is for Matilda, and she needs you. This is for Matilda. Yes.
Yeah. It's good, man. I think it's two different guys will sing depending on the song. I think it's two people.
Okay.
And yeah, but I like them both. But they're pretty different. I don't remember what his name is, but the guy that sings Fitz Pleasure, like just completely like incoherently. But it works though. Like I don't know. No idea what it says, but it's like his delivery in it is really good, and then it's like there's just that's the biggest one to me where there's like nothing and it's kind of just vocals, and then just like a wall of like low end just like smashes through, and it's really good.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's kind of how intro is too. How they have like an extended just instrumental like a typical arrangement, I guess, of instruments. I can't remember what the sounds are off the top of my head, but like a minute and a half through, maybe a minute through, like you said, it's like that wall of low end.
Tickle, break, love at the beautiful. It's just an ode to the canon. Hustle over hard to show you good job, the beautiful. It's just an ode to the canon now.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they like and I'll cut in most of like the specifics we talk about, but yeah, that one it's like, let's say like they're doing whatever, and then someone says like 1, 2, and then on 3 like it's like boom right in your face. Yeah. So even just starting out the album, they're like, this is what it is. And there's a lot of that.
And I just checked real quick. I'm sorry I said that weird. You can cut this. I just checked real quick. It actually kind of builds up into it, and that's kind of what you were saying earlier, Jamie. I really, really like kind of like the layering. Yeah. It's like so much depth. It like starts out with almost nothing. You know what I mean? Just like a little piano, and then they add in, you know, all of the other instruments really slowly till they get to a crescendo, and then at like a minute 14, it just drops. Yeah. It drops, and I love it.
They obviously have probably like half and half. Some of these are like lighter ones, but then the ones that like have the kind of like drops in it, they like it's not subtle, like it's heavy handed, which I really like. It's really good dynamics throughout. I like okay, so what else was
yeah, what was your favorite songs? Me and you haven't said ours yet.
You said Nick, right?
No,
Nick said.
I think I said it. Nick, you didn't say yours.
Oh, okay.
Probably I couldn't remember if I said mine or not. Mine are probably Breeze Blocks.
Mhm.
I like the intro. Interlude 2. We already talked about
The
1,
guitar
3,
one?
but Interlude 2. I like that one.
Mhm.
I think it was Dissolve Me is the
Yep.
one. Yeah, I think they reference like 2 tabs on your tongue.
Now dissolve me. 2 tabs on your tongue. I heard the shepherds, I heard the sheep sleep. Now I'm the only one.
Beginning, and
Yeah.
I was reading about the lyrics, and they were talking about how the band members insist that they're not talking about acid, like they're talking about some kind of fictional pill that like puts you to sleep. I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the consensus of
Yeah.
everyone is like, okay, sure, yeah, okay.
I don't think I've ever heard another kind of ingestible thing called a tab. So, okay, RJ, sure.
I mean, no, they're talking about Listerine.
Oh yeah, the breath strips. Yeah.
The strip. You're right.
Yeah.
Those things are crazy. Fitz Pleasure.
I like Dissolve Me a lot.
Yeah, me too. And Blood Flood. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Jesse? What are your top tracks on the album?
Well, again, you guys know I like halfway picked this album. It's hard for me to really decide,
Yeah.
I guess, because I like every song a lot, but like the ones that I guess that hit the most to me are probably in order, maybe Matilda, Taro, and oh god, what was the other one? Obviously, I really like Breeze
Mhm.
Blocks,
Mm.
but I don't know. I'll just say Breeze Blocks.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I was kind of in the same boat. It's like I said those were my top ones, but like literally, I like every song. So it's like
Interesting. Really, like every song?
Yeah, I
every
literally
single song on this
I like.
album I like.
No, I got you. There's like very few albums I can say that about.
Yeah.
I was going to say that sounded incomprehensible for you.
Just
every song.
yeah, I think
Dude,
probably
Meet the Woo too. Meet the Woo
Weirdly
too.
enough,
Listen to
like-
every song. Man. Sure.
I can't say why. Like I can't put my finger on it, but I think probably my lowest track on the album is Something Good, and even that, it's like I still enjoy it. So
Oh, that was that's funny. You just said that. That was my third one. Like if I wasn't gonna
Mhm.
count Breeze
Yeah.
Blocks, Something Good's
yeah,
my
and like I
third
said, I
favorite
can't really
song.
like discern why. It's just that's like the only one on the album where I'm like, okay, you know.
I mean, I could see how it's underwhelming, but some like I guess the lyrics part of it is just like I'm telling you, this whole album, it just something about the lyrics they put
Yeah.
in there. I don't know. Some of them just hit different for
man,
me.
It's yeah. They also work in a lot of like not English lines into their into their music. Like Taro's got some I think it's got
French,
some French in it. There's Matilda's got some French in it for sure. And then Something Good has like Spanish in it, or something that sounds a lot like Spanish. Yeah, it's Spanish. Talking about a matador.
Dude, honestly, the way they sing, I don't even think I could. Like sometimes the way they sing,
Yeah,
it was almost incomprehensible.
yeah.
What they
There's
were saying.
definitely like,
He's like,
especially the biggest ones for me. They're like that are Taro and Fitzpleasure.
Yeah.
Like
There was one I was just listening to. I was like, whoa. Yeah. No, Fitzpleasure is a good one too. I'm like trying so hard to just get a grip of what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean-
not working at all.
It's fair because if you look at the first lyrics of Taro, it's Indochina, Kappa jumps, Jeep, 2 feet creep up the road.
Yeah.
China Kappa jumps to 2 feet creep up the road. 2 photo to record me lumps and war. Their ancestors is chance. Very yellow white flash. A violent red green smash with
So even though they're speaking English, it's more like poetry.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so which is like another layer that you have to unravel to
Right.
get to the bottom of what it is that they're actually saying. Yeah, I think Breeze Blocks actually, like, I don't watch or even really like music videos. Like, they don't do anything for me. But Breeze Blocks actually has a really cool music video. And I'm not going to say anything more about it other than, like, if you're someone who likes music videos, you'll probably like it. And if not,
I like a good music video.
Yeah, it's neat. It's a neat video.
Jamie, you ever heard of Lyrical Lemonade?
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me. I'm
Alt J is the next up on Lyrical Lemonade.
True. The collab of the century.
Yeah. Let's see. What other like specifics that I have?
I kind of wish that Cole would. I mean, I'm sure that there's stuff I've missed, but I followed him very closely for like 2 years when he first popped up with Ski Mask and Lil Pump.
Yeah, I did a little bit too. Maybe a little bit after that, but
it took. And like I said, I followed him for a while after that, and he never really branched out of rap, and I respect that if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be very interesting to see him do that. I mean, just in general.
No, yeah, he's definitely pretty much a rap guy, but no, I get that.
And I figure that might change the older he gets, but it might not, and that's cool too. But I just think it'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, no, it definitely would. But he I think he just really likes the culture, I guess, right?
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. That's why I said when he gets older, like, I mean, again, some people that are in like the rap side of the industry, they stay there, you know what I mean? But he just seems like a kind of guy that might not fully, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
When he gets, like, he's like 35, 40 years old, he might be like, why don't I try directing like a movie or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I definitely feel that. But yeah. Sorry, Jamie, what were you saying?
I literally do not remember. I think
you were talking about the music video.
Yeah, I like that one.
Wait, can you not tell us about it because it's like you want it to be surprised?
Like, I kind of wanted you to go in blind. You know?
Okay. I got you.
And knowing Alt J, it might be kind of hard to describe.
Yeah, it's good though. It's neat. Yeah. The let's see what's some other specifics that I made notes of. There's a lot of, like, in Matilda is the biggest example I can think of, but I mean it's throughout it. But there's a lot of really good like vocal layering where it's not quite like harmony, but there's still like 2 to 3 voices that are layered like almost in sync with each other. It sounds pretty cool to me. In there.
Hold on, I know what you're talking about. There's a song that's like the dark meets dark. What song is that?
I can't
remember off the top of my head. I know. I think I know. Like, I know what you're describing, Jamie. I've heard it in a couple different musicians' songs as well. Like, or like pitch shifting your own voice, like, and using like some kind of techno filter, and using that kind of as a backup vocal or some sort of harmony. That's something I enjoy a lot too.
The Dark Seeks Dark is Mrs.
Mrs. Okay.
Okay, I just.
The dark seeks dark. The dark seeks dark. Ooh, darker. Ooh, darker. The nights of all my youth pressed into one glass of water.
I thought I just played that. Yeah, Mrs. That's a really good one too, and they really do that because there's no way that's one voice saying the dark seeks dark. Like the way they do that sounds really nice. It adds a little bit more to the song than
It almost sounds a little like echoey, like not in a bad way either, but
right.
Like it definitely, Jamie, the way like it's definitely like in the middle where it's not like a harmony, you know, of like it sounds like 10 voices and it's like trying to be. It definitely sounds like it's just going for like a little bit more than one voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
really
a reverb either. Like definitely not a reverb.
No.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but also some layering.
There's some very good like producing going on.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about how much we like this album or are indifferent. What don't you guys like about the album?
Honestly, for me, I literally don't have anything.
Oh my, this dude.
like I don't know. I mean, really, I was trying to like rack my brain earlier, and
there's okay. Sorry. Go.
No, Jordan, you might be the one to speak on this. I mean, like you said, you're not particularly fond of this kind of music, and that's okay. I could see how some people weren't. So why don't you just tell us how like you wouldn't like some parts of this? You spoke a little bit about how hard some of it is to understand, and it is. Like I said, some of the songs have taken me literally years to decipher because I never looked up the lyrics.
So singing is like one of the I'm not good at it by any means, but singing is like something that just like makes me happy. So like I'll sing along, and that's why I like rap a lot. Just like singing along, like trying to see if I can like sing it as fast as I can or whatever. But even like not rap songs, they're just like belting out like the old school classics. Like I don't know, just off the top of my head, like one that's super fun to sing is just like "Forget You" by CeeLo Green. You know, like if that comes on, you just start like belting out all the lyrics.
Or "Crazy" by Gnarls Barkley, also CeeLo Green.
Also CeeLo Green.
But yeah, so
that is a good song.
I couldn't. I think just because I couldn't sing along to most of these songs, I guess even if I knew the lyrics, it'd still be kind of hard.
Yeah, Fitz Pleasure
because of the way they say it.
Like it's just you just make noises.
Yeah, I should just be in the car like right.
He's talking about. He's talking about me, by the way. I'm in the car going
That's what I do.
Yeah,
no, I do the same thing. Straight up.
The thing is I've listened to this album like a lot. But the thing is some of this album, for most people, it just doesn't make sense to do it unless like you're specifically attracted to this album and this type of music. You're not going to listen to it so much that you can do that and feel comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's even some songs still that I couldn't do it. I could hum along, I can do
I'll still
like
do
that,
it. I'll do whatever's going on. I'll do it with my voice.
Right. We get a recording of Jamie.
I'll tell us some stuff,
Right.
I think and the music isn't. I don't enjoy just like the music enough for it to be worth like knowing the lyrics. Also, like if I like I like the music. Okay, sorry. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's that it's not like something I want to listen to again.
Right.
Maybe like Breeze Blocks and like obviously Fitz Pleasure. Those are just a small, but like as for the album as a whole, I don't think I could just like turn it on, listen all the way through, and keep doing that until I like knew the lyrics, Or
understandable. Yeah, I mean I get it.
But yeah, that's what I kind of dislike. Like I pretty much need to know, unless it's just like funny. I don't know if do you know who 645 AR is?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay,
I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one here that does.
He's the Florida Trap guy, right?
Oh, is he? Okay, well, I've heard that.
Okay, this is the part, Jamie, where you insert some 645 real quick, okay? Yeah.
No, but see, that was the first time that I had listened to music where it was, like, actually, like, not understandable. Mm-hmm. Maybe I had done it in the past, but, like, I like the beat in the background. Right. And I was like, what is he saying? And so I had to look up the lyrics, and I was like, this dude's actually saying stuff. And that's kind of related to Alt J a little bit, too. I was like, are they saying things or just, like, making noises?
Right.
And they are saying things, but they're either producing it differently, like they're, like, changing, like, the way it's said, or they're just saying it super weird. Like, I remember whenever, like, I think. Wait, is it which one's about the wild thing?
That's Breeze Blocks.
That's Breeze Blocks.
He may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Citrazine, your fevers greet me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know where the muffins go? They go along to take your honey. Way down how we build our breakfast dance down and say my love, love, love. La, 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 muscle to muscle, toe to toe. The fear is grip me, but here I go. My heart sings as I jump up.
Okay, they say like where the wild thing go, or like they say it really really fast, and it doesn't even sound like wild.
Yeah, it's
things, like if you would say it out loud. But
do you want to know, or do you know where the wild things go?
Yeah, it's like it's so fast, and I don't know. I just wanted to relate it to I just wanted to relate it to 645 AR because that's like that's like the closest comparison to the music I listen to like this. But I thought it'd be funny. Yeah. What else did you guys? Anybody else not like?
Yeah.
Anything?
Well, I don't think me and Jamie are qualified to speak
much.
on this. So, Nick, what's up?
I think
Nick, I don't know if you.
Like-
yeah. Sorry.
like I enjoyed it. I think I'm definitely in between you, Jordan, and Jamie and Jesse because I enjoyed it. I didn't like love it, and I think I enjoyed it like the max amount I could for just appreciating what it is and seeing like hey, this is something that's really interesting that you don't hear all the time.
Yeah.
And then, but like for it personally resonating with me, it just didn't personally resonate with me as much as some other like music that just does for some reason. Like I feel like this is similar in genre to Tame Impala, and he's like, I love Tame Impala, but for some reason I didn't love this album like I did like Currents or like the Slow Rush or things like that.
Now, tell me, you listen to Left Hand Free. Did you listen to any other of This Is All Yours?
I did a long time ago. I remember listening to like half the album. I don't really remember much of it, but
okay. I was just curious if, like, I know this is about An Awesome Wave, but I was just curious if like that album resonated with you a little bit better.
Gosh, I don't.
If you don't know,
I don't remember off the top of my head. The only songs I knew off the top of my head by them before listening to An Awesome Wave were Left Hand Free, Breeze Blocks, Fitz Pleasure, and In Cold Blood off their newest album. I knew that one. But yeah, I think it was like Jordan talked about the way they sing, and I've come to like a fair amount of music that is difficult to understand the vocals with, but I also tend to like a lot of music that is introspective, and since these lyrics were about all these like broad specific things I had no idea about, and like they were also written in like a poetic or more stylish way that doesn't make it evident what they're singing about. Like sometimes, I think that that was one of the reasons it didn't resonate with me as much. But like I said, I still enjoyed the overall sound and mood of the album like quite a bit.
Absolutely, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, like and I don't think it's like a perfect album. Like it's not like I just enjoy it a lot, and I don't really have any like major like thorns that stick out to me as like, I kind of wish this was different. Like,
Right.
No, there's definitely albums that are like that.
Like I'm not Anthony Fantano. I'm not gonna. I'm not capable of picking apart the album to that extent. I like the album. Like Jordan said, there's not many albums that I can listen to all the way through, and this happens to be one of them, and I enjoy finding them. So that's cool.
I have like a lot of albums. Like more and more, I find that I just sit and like I listen to like actual albums all the way through.
That's insane. I just like I get that people. And as I'm getting into more like just a music genre and not just like artists, you know, like cause I'll have artists that I like. They'll make one good song, and then I've listened to like albums before, and I don't know. It's hard to listen to a whole album.
I mean, I will say it's like it's still not like an equal amount, but like compared to how because the way I used to listen to music was just to take my library and put it on shuffle.
That's what I do.
Yeah, right but now more and more, I don't know what it is. I just, especially after starting the podcast, I'm like, maybe I should just listen to more albums like how they're intended to and see what like if it's different. And I don't know. I like it.
I guess that makes sense. Actually, that does make.
I mean, some albums it doesn't matter, but
right. And I'll say that when it comes to rap, especially nowadays with like the culture of like mixtapes and put it like you come up with a very very hot single and then you're very pressured into putting out an album. You know what I'm saying? Those albums are not going to be as like story bound as something like this. Like you can tell that they at least tried to do that. And like again, I listen to a lot of rap like you, Jordan, so I know what it's like because like I'll find like when I found Blueface, you know what I'm saying? Like I really really liked a couple of his like bangers. Obviously.
Wait,
like,
which songs? I honestly just want to know.
Oh God, I'll have to look him up in a second.
Okay,
I'll tell you in just a second. You're good. I just haven't listened to him in a minute because like I said, he doesn't have a whole album that I can go listen to.
Okay,
probably just the like Bleed It, and like
Bleed It is my like one of my favorite. It might be my favorite Blueface song ever.
Right, and then Tatiana, and then he also did a feature with Eneli Chapa, and so those are all great songs. Like I absolutely love those songs.
Shot of Flow remix.
Yeah, the Shot of Flow remix. But the thing is just because I love that song, like I really, really like that song. I can rap like every word, but that doesn't mean that I can go to the album that it's from because of the culture of rap at the moment. It's just not made for these story-bound albums. And they know that, and that's okay because they still do numbers.
Yeah. Okay, wait, sorry. There's something really funny I have to tell you. Okay, so like I think it was my first. Was it my first pick or my second pick? I can't remember. I think it might have been my first pick.
Because your first pick was the Pop Smoke album.
Oh, it was. You're right. So my second pick was actually the album that Bleed It is on, and I actually enjoy a lot of songs off of there.
I mean, I feel you.
No.
I can't. I don't feel the same way. It was,
like, hilarious.
Yeah. And also, that's an amazing picture. The album cover. Awesome.
Yes, dude. I've said it's like one of the best. Dude, I've said it. I love it. But like I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I do not want to start talking about that album. Okay, I gotta stop myself.
Jamie, is that the just for statistics? Is that the lowest rated album that we reviewed?
Which one? The Blueface one?
Yeah.
I think you guys rated Pop Smoke lower.
Did we?
Didn't you?
You guys do rap. If I had known you guys do rap, you know what we need to do? We need to review Bones next time you have me on, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at
I make them listen to rap.
Dirtbag is the lowest.
That's what I like.
Yes.
Dirtbag's the lowest.
Dirtbag is the lowest, and then Meet the Woo 2 is 1,300 higher.
Gosh. 1,300. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like on a re-listen, I think I'd give Meet the Woo 2 a little more love, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a huge Blueface guy.
I don't. I think.
No. Yeah. I got you.
Probably rated the same.
It's still like New York drill trap, which is like his newest album, the ones you hear on like TikTok a lot. Like that's not like that was him experimenting with different styles on his newest album, which again got really popular, like to a lot of people, and I'm glad like more people are listening to him. But like just as far as his sound goes, it's not very representative of like his first two albums that much.
You're talking about Pop
more
Smoke,
like
right? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm talking about Pop Smoke. But yeah, nah. Yeah, I enjoy the Blueface album again, but it's so wide in rap. Like one that I don't know, like when Lil Mosey made Blueberry Faygo and that just like blew up. Yeah, and then to like tell me what I don't even like. I'm in rap. I don't even know one other song like on that whole album. It's like I don't know.
After his XXL freshman,
dude, I refuse. Not enough. Wait, Nick, Jamie, do you know that joke? I don't know if I ever told you that, or if you just know it. Do you know like the Lil Mosey XXL freestyle? No. Okay, like just so you know, like how bad it was. Like I will go to different XXL freestyles now, and literally every single comment is just like, "Wow, this was way better than Lil Mosey." Wow, yes, I can't believe like nobody Lil Mosey trash rapper ever, and it's like these guys. It's like it's so funny. Like I didn't listen to Lil Mosey because of that, and then I think Blueberry Faygo is a fantastic song.
Good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But oh yeah, and then last thing, Jesse, I also bought the XXL magazine this year for the first time, and I think I'm gonna buy them once every year, just because I don't know. It'll be fun like collecting them every year.
You gotta start collecting the old ones, man.
I know they're gonna be so expensive though, so we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what do you guys rate the album? Or Jamie, you're probably the host, so you should probably ask that.
The low.
You
what?
Should we do the rate the album?
Yeah. Real quick, one last note I had was I like Blood Flood as a song, but the coolest part about it is that like it's one of the few albums where like the like titular line is, I mean, like the title only comes from just a throwaway title or a throwaway line in that song. Like literally the only other example of that kind of thing that I can think of is the cover of American Idiot, where it's a heart-shaped hand grenade comes from a passing line in Extraordinary Girl.
Wait, can you? Sorry, I kind of missed. Like I was listening, but I kind of missed.
Yeah, so like so in Blood Flood on this one, I like that in that song, he says something about an awesome wave. And that's like where the title of the album comes from, but it's only said in a passing line one time on the album, and I like that kind of stuff.
Okay. My bad.
No,
I thought you were talking about he said Blood Flood in it.
No, yeah.
Okay.
No, he says like
that's the point.
Yeah,
See,
so
he didn't.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I like that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with.
Cool.
Oh, also, I really dig the guitar breakdown in Tarot. Okay, that's the one thing. I wish that was longer. That's my downside to this album.
Do not spray into us. I have sprayed you into my eyes.
That's a good downside to
have.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so then we can go ahead. Jordan, you've got your album for next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess we'll just we can give our ratings, and then if you'll give your rating and then announce next week's episode.
Yes.
I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think. I feel pretty good about that. I guess, Nick, if you want to give
I'll give it a 6.5, I think.
Another half.
Okay.
Another
half.
Smurfing.
Jesse.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a pro score here. No halves involved. 9.3.
Okay, sorry, our scale only goes in half steps, unfortunately.
Well, round up if you have to. I would give it a 10 because, like I said, I'm biased to pretty much to pick the album. I just there's nothing that I really don't like about it. So that's it for me personally. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not a 10 for everybody, but 10
it's
for me.
Personal stuff.
Or
so
9.5.
So I'll give you a 9.5. Jordan, what's your rating?
I'm giving this album a 5.
A 5? Okay, well that's
gonna be pretty highly rated.
Jesse, that's a pretty good rating.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you guys watch Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews that
Yeah.
he really hates on people that give high scores. So if that's how you guys are, I don't want to throw off the balance too much. But it's my honest score, guys.
No. Whoever chooses the album, usually it's pretty high rated score from whatever it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so all right. So since this is the first one that it's an average of 4 numbers as a rating, our 3 ratings give it a 5. And then adding in Jesse's brings it up to a 7.38. So
Nice.
I guess technically,
Okay,
if we base our ratings off of the 3 of us, then I think that falls somewhere in the middle. It's right around like White Bronco and Peach Pit.
Say that again. If us 3, what's the average of us 3?
If it's just you guys, you guys, it's like 5.5.
I think it was 5 flat.
No,
yeah,
I gave it a 5, and you gave it. Wait, how could that be an?
Oh yeah, he's right. If he gave it a 5 and you guys did above that,
oh, you're right.
5?
Hang on. The math.
I was like, wait.
All right.
Well, it's a 5, a 6.5, and an 8.5.
Yeah.
So it's 6.6.
It's somewhere closer to the 6.5.
Okay, and then with mine, what
yours,
is it?
it's a 6.67. Okay.
Okay,
And
that's
then
a
with
lot
Jesse's,
higher
it's a
than
7.38. So,
Well, you can
it does
choose to
well.
include
Yeah.
that
So
or
that's for the third chair, I guess, 5th chair. That's your decision. We just have the statistics. That's it. But yeah. So yeah, I feel feel pretty good about that.
All right.
not. Yeah, me too, honestly.
Yeah, so then Jordan, you wanna let us know what? I guess it'll be back to the 3 of us. So do you wanna let us know what we're gonna be listening to next week, Jordan?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll say I won't let you make you guys listen to any like trap or anything this week. So I think I want to try. I haven't listened to this album all the way through either yet, so it'll be kind of new for me. But we're gonna be listening to LSD.
Oh, the A$AP Rocky album?
No.
No, wait.
What? So what is it?
LSD
No, that's
is-
an A$AP Rocky song. God. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. I'm sorry I'm interrupting. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. LSD is a joint project. It's only one album by Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow.
And so they're called LSD. But I think there's a lot of good songs on that album. I think the album's
I
called
am
LSD.
intrigued.
I'm pretty sure the album's called LSD. Hold up.
Bro.
Sorry, bro. Oh, it's called Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo present LSD.
Okay.
So it's my bad.
All right. Well.
I'd still say it's called LSD.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll I guess we'll check it. All right. Cool. Sounds good to me.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I really
yeah.
appreciate
Thanks for
it.
coming on. It was a good
I
time.
really enjoyed talking about the album that I wanted to
Right.
talk about.
Yeah, of course.
We'll probably. I think
I'd be-
we're probably going to try to do this more. Like start having guests on more and more. It's
Yeah.
kind of something we've kicked around for a while. We just kind of wanted to figure out like our shit first.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll probably be making an appearance again.
All right, next rap album you do. Well, actually, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna throw Bones
Okay.
in there. I don't know if it's gonna take a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year. You guys need to experience
we'll
Bones.
put it on the
It's
horizon
out there
at
and
some
it's
point.
cool.
Okay.
Hell yeah, cool.
Yeah. So then.
Except for Jordan, you listened to that tonight. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess real quick, normally we just throw out like a few artists we've been listening to every week. So like for me, it's been All J and a lot of Glass Animals, probably influenced by the fact that we did this album. And also I've just been on like a huge Tyler Childers kick for like 2 weeks. I don't know why, where it came from, but I enjoy it. That's all I got.
Hell yeah. I've been listening to I always listen to like I like a song and then I let my likes play and then I just keep adding. So on my likes, the top of my likes right now, it's Gates to the Sun by Saw Baby and Joji. Listening to a lot of Saw Baby recently. Also listening to this one song, Day in the Life by Central C. He's a UK rapper. And I just found this guy named Ren. You can find him like on Ren Makes Music. He's also from the UK, but he kind of makes like bluesy hip hop music. It's really different, really out there, really cool.
I'll probably might check that out then.
Should, man.
I've been listening to Action Bronson's newest album that came out last Friday quite a bit. Only for Dolphins. It's a classic, a modern day classic.
I know, man. I love him.
I actually do really enjoy it. Spillage Village, which is Jid, Earth Gang, and a couple other people from like Dreamville.
Oh yeah. Ant Clemens is on that album.
Yeah.
He's on the song Baptized. I actually downloaded that one song just because I really like Ant Clemens, but
gotcha. Yeah.
Sorry.
But that whole album's pretty good. No, you're good. And I've also been listening to some Thundercat this week. So.
Thundercat, hey up.
Nice. Jordan, what have you been? What's your weekly playlist consisted of?
So I started listening to. I haven't finished all of it, but I've been starting to listen to the Carter 5 Deluxe album, the first one, since I like the other, just the regular version. And there's this song called Siri on there, and the lyrics are like hilarious because it sounds like they're just like bashing Siri, or like all like the whole song is pretty like phone related, like I can't trust my SIM card. I got Siri talking dirty to me or something, trying to make my dick hard. I don't know. It's really it's really funny. Like
pause.
Dude, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. But yeah. So sorry. So LSD by A$AP Rocky too. I've been listening to Money Trees a lot. Or yeah,
like off Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
I still listen to Pop Smoke a lot. Probably my most played artist. Demons off of the Drake album. I got back into that song. I might have said it last week, but Fabio Foreign's on there, and this guy named Sosa. I don't know too much about him, but that song is so good. And it's like, I don't know if I've made you guys listen to it yet, but there's like angelic angelic hums in the background. It's like amazing. It's like like the whole song. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to.
Gotcha. Nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, then I guess we'll just we'll take her home. Let me pull up my outro. Yeah, we just want to say thanks again for listening this week, and remember to tune in next week where we're going to be taking a look at, we're going to call it LSD by Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo. Be sure to check it out so you can kind of have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion. Feel free to either leave a comment about your thoughts on this week's album on like the YouTube, or you can also tweet them at us. We're on Twitter at ListenUpPod, and that account, as well as our personal handles, including Jesse's, will be in the description of wherever you found this. Just want to say thanks again to Jesse for coming out, and so then we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.